Now that we have understood what the agile values are that we have covered in our first episode, let's take a next step forward because values tell us what to believe, but principles show us how to actually work in real world situation. There are 12 principles, but don't worry, I'll take you through in a very simple term and very easy example to relate with. So let's quickly dive in. So let's begin with the heart of agile, customer satisfaction. So customer satisfaction isn't something you check at the end of the project. It is something you build step by step throughout the journey. In one of our projects, instead of waiting 4 months to deliver anything, we released a small but usable feature within just 2 weeks. And the response, the customer said, this is the exactly what we needed, but can we tweak this? That one early delivery gave us clarity and saved us from building the wrong product for a month. So instead of guessing what customers want, Agile helps you discover it early. Now, here is where Agile really stands apart. Most traditional teams fear change because it disrupts plan, but Agile flips that thinking. Change is not a problem, it's an opportunity to improve. In one project, market conditions suddenly shifted. Instead of sticking to the old plan, we reprioritized our backlog. And because of that, we delivered something far more relevant to the business. Because at the end of the day, delivering the right things matter more than delivering the planned thing. And once you accept change, the next step is delivering value faster. Think about this: if you order food and it arrives after 5 hours, no matter how good it tastes, you are already frustrated. Same apply to projects. Long delivery cycles, delay feedback, and increase risk. A team I worked with followed 2 week sprint. Every 2 weeks, something new was delivered, and each delivery gave us feedback, and each feedback made the product better. These were small steps, but continuous progress. But frequent delivery only works when team communicate effectively. This is where many projects struggle. Working together, business teams and developers often work in silos and then blame each other when things go wrong. Agile remove that wall. In our projects, we had daily sync ups where business stakeholders clarified requirement instantly without awaiting, no misinterpretation, no rework later. When communication is frequent, clarity improves and mistakes reduce. And strong collaboration only works when people feel trusted. Let me ask you something. Do people perform better when they are constantly monitored or when they are trusted? So, Agile is built on trust. When teams were given ownership instead of micromanagement, we saw productivity increase naturally because motivated people don't need control, they need clarity, purpose, and support. And when people are trusted, communication becomes even more effective. Face to face conversation. Emails are useful, chats are convenient, but nothing beats a quick conversation. I once saw a 30 email thread get resolved in just a 5-minute call. Agile encourages the fastest and clearest way to communicate because clarity saves time and time saves effort. So if you look at this first six principles, they are all focus on three things: speed, collaboration, adaptability. And these three are the foundation of agile success. Now that we have covered how agile improve speed and collaboration, Let's move to the next set of principles where agile becomes not just fast but sustainable and intelligent. Working software. Here is a simple truth. Progress is not measured by how many documents you created. It is measured by how much working product you have delivered. In our sprint reviews, we didn't present slides, we showed real working features because that's what stakeholders holders truly care about. Good design. So, agile is not about speed, it is about quality too. So, instead of waiting till the end, we continuously improved our code, design, and architecture because poor design today becomes technical debt tomorrow. Let's be honest, working 12 to 14 hours a day might work short term, but in the long run, it leads to burnout. Agile promotes a steady, sustainable pace. We planned realistic sprint goals so the team could deliver consistently without exhaustion. So here comes the 10th, simplicity. This is one of the most powerful ideas. Most teams overcomplicate things. Agile says do only what is necessary. Instead of building 10 features, we focused on the top two that delivered maximum value. Less work, more impact. Self organization. Great team don't wait for instruction, they take initiative. In our team, developers chose the best technical solution themselves instead of being dictated by manager. So this is a pure example of self organization. So ownership leads to innovation. Next, reflect and adjust. This is the most powerful principle of all. Agile is about learning continuously. After every sprint, we held retrospectives: what worked, what did not, and what we can improve. And those small improvements, sprint after sprint, created massive long term impact. So when you step back and look Agile as a whole, you will see it's not just a process. It's just not a framework. It's a mindset. A mindset that teaches you deliver early, adapt quickly, work collaboratively, and improve continuously. And if this give you a clear understanding of Agile, then drop a comment saying Agile Mastery. And I'll keep sharing more real world insight like this. The next episode, we will dive deeper into the Agile framework like Scrum and Kanban and see how this principle actually work in real time projects. Stay tuned for that. Till then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep improving one step at a time. And if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Bye.